Hello, here we are, last few days of the year, and I, for one, am very excited about 2020. I'm done with this decade and I'm ready to move on. It's a few days before the end of the decade and I'm excited. I am so ready for 2020. I'm proud of myself for starting studio vlogs and getting 5 of them loaded before the end of the year. Not bad, since I started at the beginning of November, so give myself a pat on the back for that. And in this vlog today, I'm going to share with you 5 things. I thought it was going to be a short little vlog, but I realized I have a lot to share, so hang in there with me. There's a lot of good stuff. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is a cute little hand-carved stamp set that I show you how to make with little small rubber stamps and some wine corks and a little cookie tin. No, a candy tin, like an Altoid tin. And we're not going to carve today, but I'm going to show you how to make that. It's very easy, and I hope that you'll find it inspiring. I'm going to share with you my holiday card reveal. Again, I'm happy about the new year. That's why I did New Year's cards that you saw me design in the previous studio vlog. And also in that previous studio vlog, I showed you 5 different paintings that I have since finished, collages, paintings, and I'm going to share those with you. And my art table paper, because it is full again, and I'm ready to remove it and start with a fresh sheet of paper for the new year. And finally, I'm going to share with you my Christmas cookies, which I decided to do at the last minute a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why I waited so long, but they are popular in my little world, so I couldn't let people down. It is a big process. It takes several days, and throughout the course of that process, I did post a lot of the process or the stories or what I was doing on Instagram stories. They've since expired, but they are in my highlights on Instagram, so you can see them there. But I'm also going to post a few in this video, so when you see the orientation go vertical, that's what that's about. So we got a lot to do, and I got to get going, so let's do this. So here is my cute little rubber stamp set that I designed several years ago, and I designed a couple of them. I'll share another one with you another time. And I wanted to show you guys how I did this. It turned out really cute, and I think it's a great idea for giving as a gift or adding to your own little stamp set collection. It's really cute, and it was super easy. Easy, but it still took a little bit of time. So it's an Altoid tin, or you can use a candy tin. It's been sealed and covered with glitter and stamped paper in a decoupage style. So I used wine corks, and I carved a little stamp for each cork, and they're all a little bit different in the snowflake theme. One of the most important things you want to do when you're carving stamps for wine corks, you want to make sure that the stamp is not bigger than the wine cork so that it doesn't go over the edge, because that's not going to give you a solid or consistent impression. So in order to make sure that you get just the right size, what I would suggest doing is before you carve the stamp, take a measurement of the cork, and all you have to do is just draw around the outside of the cork. All corks are different, so make sure you know which cork you're using for which stamp. And then draw your circle around the outside of the cork, and then you have within this area to design your stamp, making sure not to go all the way to the edge. To the end, you want to keep it on the cork. You get the idea. So I always trace and transfer my design, so I would trace this on tracing paper and then transfer it to a rubber sheet. And once you get your stamp carved out, stamp it out, see how it's working for you. I stamped out just a little strip of paper that I know I can cut and wrap around my cork. So I would cut it here, here, and then I would adhere it to the cork with a glossy sealer. It could be a Mod Podge, it could be a glossy gel medium, a glossy varnish sometimes can work in a decoupage process. And so basically what that means is you're going to coat the cork with the medium and then wrap the paper around it and then brush on top of the paper with the medium. I would do that a few times just to make sure that the paper adheres to the medium and then ultimately adheres to the stamp, and let that dry really, really well. So you would do that to all four. And when that's dry, then you want to glue your stamp to your cork. There's a couple of different things to use. You could use super glue, you could use Gorilla Glue, you can use E6000, you can use all kinds of permanent glues. This one I used E6000. The stamp has kind of shifted a little bit off of the cork when it lies down on its side. I think it moves, and that's okay. This is a permanent glue, but it does have a little give to it. I have used Gorilla Glue. I think that holds permanently and very securely. And then just do all four. And the clever thing about this is they all fit in a little tin. How cute is that? Now you want to decorate your tin, and what I did here was I just cut out a piece of paper. I got my Altoid tin, I traced around it. I cut this out 3 different times for the inside, the top inside, and the top outside lids. And then I stamped them with the stamps that are in the box. So you know what's in the little box when you are looking at it. Now this, I don't know if you guys can see this. This was stamped with dye ink that faded. So I would implore you to use pigment ink. It's going to last much longer, and once you seal it, it should last forever. Then I measured a little strip of paper around the outside of the Altoid tin and put a little niche in it where the hinge is, and I did a decoupage style with a glossy medium to adhere this onto the tin. Did it for the top outside, the top inside, and the bottom inside. When that was all dry, then I used some glitter glue to spread it around the outside of the tin. I did that in a couple of different layers just to sort of cover up the outside and make it look cohesive and look like a little kit. And then I put some glitter on the inside. Like I said, this was done a long time ago. You could do all kinds of things, and then you are all set to go. You can embellish it how you like, but it just is so cute. What a great idea. Makes a cute little tin, cute little gift. Put a piece of paper on the bottom for a liner, and you're good to go. These little stamps make great fillers for designs. They also just make a great pattern. I've also used this many times for stamping out gift wrap paper, as you saw in my 12 days of hand stamped gift wrap, which is in my Instagram highlights. So here's my Happy New Year card. I think it turned out lovely. I like the matte finish, works well with the dark colors. I like the gold foil against that dark background, and I think it turned out cool. This is the back. I'm not thrilled with the back, and it makes it difficult to write something on here, but I'm going to try anyway. Fun. I like it. And it was from this design. You watched me stamp this out. I used this bow. I transferred it all to Photoshop. I knocked out the background and then filled in the background with another color and then uploaded it. I think it turned out great. I do like the colors of the berries. They're muted a little bit, and I think it works. Overall, I'm happy with it. Here's my first collage painting I did with the gouache and stamping. Did a little collage on there with some stamped flowers and stamped greenery, mistletoe, and turned out okay. This could definitely be used in the same orientation like the cards for the uploading to different print on demand, where you could write your greeting down here. In the same style, this was the one I was showing you that I wasn't crazy about because I had those snowflakes up there that I thought had kind of ruined it. What I did was I went back over it with some more gouache and filled it in with just a loose paint and splattered it with some white ink, and I think we're good to go on this one. Same thing, you could put your greeting down here in a vertical orientation or a portrait orientation for your own card that you design. I think it definitely needs, if in Photoshop, both of these, I would probably add another pine cone. I'm not sure that the 2 pine cones look all right. I think 3 is a better look. This is the one I was showing you that I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with. It's interesting. It's a funky little botanical with a reference to the winter holidays. Turned out okay. This is the one piece that I did like. It got really busy, and I think that's all right. It has a few flowers. I like the blue, so that turned out fun. And this is the piece that I had in my sketchbook that I was working on. I didn't do too much more to this one. I just think it's fine the way it is. I just wanted to add a little bit to it. And yeah, exploration, discovery, see what works for you. Sometimes you can go through this process and nothing will really work for you or appeal to you or think it would be viable for printing or anything, but it's all part of the process. All right, so this is my art table paper. So it's all filled up and I am ready to remove it. It's attached to the back of the wall underneath my desk. It comes up over, and I'll just pull a new sheet and be ready for the new year. Yeah. New decade. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready to start rolling out the cookies. And I have lunch. I need to get some more water, and I think I need a cup of coffee. This is really dry, but once I start rolling it out, it will come to life. I hope. No, it will. It'll be fine. Off to a good start. I pulled out some dough to get ready to roll it out, and I don't have my cookie cutters out. So let's stop what we're doing and get ourselves together a little bit more. I'll be right back. you.